Welcome teachers, this instructional video focuses on the study of data, looking particularly at deciphering the mean. You may have heard of the term average before, which is generally used to describe the mean, median, and mode in statistics. Another way of looking at it is to think of it as the balance point of a set of data. Think of a seesaw with all the numerical values of data placed along the beam. The fulcrum would be the mean. The algorithm for finding the mean is the total number of all of the numerical values in the data set divided by the number of numerical values. Let's put this into practice. An effective scenario that can be applied in your classrooms to gather numerical data and find the mean is the time it takes students to travel from home to school. Begin by asking each student to record the time it takes to travel from home on a sticky note. These sticky notes will be sequenced from the smallest to the largest value on a horizontal axis. For the purpose of this demonstration, student responses have been fabricated and there is a total of 10 students in the class. Each time period will be added together using simple addition. These are the time periods in this data set. A calculator can be used to ensure the results are accurate as additive thinking is not the focus. The answer in this case is 188. To determine the mean of this data, the sum of the time periods, 188, should be divided by the number of students in the class, 10. This is equal to 18.8. Therefore, the mean is 18.8 minutes. To develop deeper thinking, encourage students to make connections between the distribution of the data relative to the mean. When teaching students to find the mean, misunderstandings often arise. One of these is students often incorrectly apply what they have heard or read about the terms average or mean in the media, failing to recognize it has different meanings in different contexts. For instance, the mean daily temperature is obtained by taking the sum of the highest daily temperature and the lowest daily temperature and dividing it by 2. Also, students often apply their knowledge of calculating the mean to categorical data. However, this can only be applied to numerical data as they have an associated scale where the values have equal units, such as centimeters, dollars, or minutes. Another difficulty students face is understanding that the mean may not be a given value in the dataset. For instance, when looking at the example mentioned earlier, 18.8 was the mean time period, even though no student recorded that to be the exact time it took to travel to school. Finally, the mean is not the best measure of centrality when extreme values or outliers are included in a dataset. Make sure students are aware of its effect and have opportunities to explore this change in the mean. To prevent misconceptions from occurring, it is important students develop a conceptual understanding of the mean before undertaking the algorithmic procedure. This will help to develop a meaningful understanding of the mean as a balance point of a dataset. One way of doing this is through a hands-on activity where the students balance a set of cubes on a ruler and fulcrum seesaw, and then determine the mean. We hope this clarified your understanding of the mean. Thanks for watching.